Read to me, Mommy. Little Rabbit waits for the moon. Little Rabbit couldn't sleep. In the day the sun is there, warm and bright, but when night comes, the sky hangs low, dark and empty. If I fall asleep now, there'll be no one watching over me, thought Little Rabbit. I'll just have to wait for the moon. And so he did just that. The trouble with being so tired and sleepy was that he didn't know exactly when the moon would come. Little Rabbit waited and waited. More time passed and the moon still hadn't come. He thought he had better ask someone how much longer he might have to wait. "This is my first day ever," said a small flower in the fields. "Maybe I will have grown into a tree by the time your moon comes." That sounds like a very long time. The little rabbit thought he had better ask someone else, just to be sure. "Look deep into the water," shimmered a little lake nearby. "Maybe your moon has fallen in and can't get out." That didn't sound like what he wanted to hear. Little Rabbit thought he had better ask someone else, just to be sure. "Why don't you walk with me?" twisted along a winding path. "We can find out where I'm living, and maybe your moon is at the other end." That sounded like it might be a long way away. Little Rabbit thought he had better ask someone else, just to be sure. "I've just blown into those parts," breezed a wind that had picked up. "Who knows? It might be a big, fierce storm by the time your moon comes." That didn't sound like something he wanted to wait for. Little Rabbit thought he had better ask someone else, just to be sure. "We can't see your moon yet," rumbled the great rolling hills, "and we can't see far into the distance from up here." That didn't sound very promising. Little Rabbit began to think that the moon might never come, and he was getting very, very tired. And then, from behind the hills, carried by the wind along the twists of the path, reflected in a lake and shining on the petals of the small flower, the most perfect moon slid into the night sky. But Little Rabbit had fallen asleep, dreaming of the moon that would watch over him through the night. The end. See you next time.